What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pillow Talk, Moment with the Mobleys. I am Johnnie Mobley Jr.,
And I'm Deirdra Mobley.
and we are an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose.
Sup, Mo?
Hey, babe.
Girl?
Stop now.
What's happening with you?
I'm good. How are you, babe?
Good.
Good. You sick,
Oh, Lord, it's been a long day. I'm a little tea-tired.
You tired, but you're not too tired enough to play. And I'm trying to talk, and you're trying to vibrate my throat.
Play.
You gonna always play?
Yeah.
That's good.
What's up, man?
It's been a long day, but it's been a good day.
It's been a good day. It's
A great day.
We'll get some rest and all that good stuff. So, I'm gonna talk about one thing. It probably ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Greetings, salutations, accolades, and blessings. Happy Thursday, y'all. It's a fantastic Thursday. Okay, I said my greeting. You can go ahead. What you about to say that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're going to talk about today?
It don't. But I wanted to say this.
What?
So they brought up the killing of Daniel Prude again. That he got killed by police officers in Rochester, New York, March 23rd, 2020. And I didn't talk about it because I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I could have talked about it without cussing. I'm just being straight up.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't talk about it without cussing. So this man, he had some type of medical issue, they saying. So
I think he had a mental episode.
yeah, mental episode. So he was outside in cold degree weather, naked, and of course somebody called the police.
They say his brother, I believe.
Yeah.
Called the police.
And the police came. And I guess they was trying to get him. I would think they would try to get him and get him, first of all, get some type of covering over him and then try to get him home safely or get him into the right hands of people. And it was almost like they just kind of created their own little entertainment or something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah. They added fuel to the fire. And
Yeah.
It was just...
And the part
crazy.
The part that pissed me off was how you just create your own rules on what to do. When have you ever got trained? When has any police officer ever got trained to put a bag over somebody's head? That's the part I didn't get.
Baby, and we'll never get it.
You put a bag over a man's head, and that just...
already having a crisis. A mental crisis.
Yeah. So,
and there's, I think that was on when we got up this morning.
Yeah.
When we were watching the news this morning. And the truth is that right there is something that you'll never be able to wrap your mind around of why you would do that.
That's just...
To anybody, not just, to him. But to anybody.
How are you a police officer?
Well, how are they still police officers is my question.
Because nothing's been charged or nothing yet.
Right.
Like, how are you a police officer, someone who's supposed to be able to make clear decisions on the community and people's safety, and you do something like that? What the world? Just what? I just don't get it. I just do not get that, man.
And everybody that was there was involved. Whether you physically touched him, you're guilty by association, even if you were just there, and nobody thought to do something else to in essence protect him from himself to try to help the situation.
And I know that brother calling the police trying to help his brother.
Them to help his brother.
That was not what he was looking for, man.
Well, our prayers are with his family, but more so the prayers are that justice is served and these officers are brought to pay the consequences and be held accountable for those errors that they made in judgment, because it was a lot that went wrong.
Yeah, man. Our prayers go out to all the brothers and sisters who've been being just abused by police officers. for whatever reason. And it's not all the police officers like that, but we got some bad apples, man. When you can make a decision like that to put a bag over a man's head who's clearly not any type of danger
Threat.
to you.
He was
It's
handcuffed.
nothing. He was nothing. He was nothing to you. He was not going to hurt you. He was, I don't get that. It's hard, man. Be a human being, a man in this world, and we just still seeing stuff like that. Even during the coronavirus episodes and the pandemic and all this stuff, it's just real hard, man. It gets tough, Mo. It gets tough.
Yeah, like I said, we just keep his family lifted and others who have to deal with the injustices that are done. And not only to, our race, but just injustices everywhere.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. That was on me a little bit, and when we saw the news this morning, I looked at it and I was like, man, how has not anyone been arrested for this yet?
Yeah.
How? Just how? That I don't get that.
We just have to bring light to it and bring it back up, and people talk about it, just as they did with, I know they had some, weren't they out there protesting as well?
Yeah.
I think that started or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story. Just what I caught this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just heal our land, God.
Heal the land,
Heal our
God.
land.
Heal the hearts of the people. Because this is just... All right. That's all I had to say.
Yep.
That's all I wanted to say, Bo.
You okay?
Yeah. So, man, boy, you just got to think different. Stuff you just got to think different. Make decisions to be able to protect your family, man. Because you just never know.
Yeah. That's why I ask the Lord every day to just cover me, cover mine, and just at this point, just everybody.
Friends, family,
Yeah, everybody.
So we got grandsons, we got son-in-law. It's everywhere. I got a dad still living. You got a dad living. So it's just, yeah. Prayers will continue to go out, y'all.
Amen.
Keep praying.
Keep believing that things are going to get better.
Keep fighting.
Yeah.
Don't move. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. All right, Mo, what you want to chop it up about today?
You said, what do I want to chop it up about today?
Yeah.
We got some things to talk about.
What we got to talk
when we get off of this taping for the night, sir.
We got some things to talk about?
Yeah, we got some things to talk about.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah. That ain't going to be sexy talk.
Oh.
It's talks.
What do we got to talk about, Mo?
Because you be asking me, baby, we wrote down what we was talking about, or, different things, and then
Right.
And then you kind of drag your left foot.
Well,
but I got you. I got you.
Come on, let's do this.
Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this.
So what you doing?
What's up?
What's up?
What we talking
So
about?
listen,
today?
we're talking about, and you asked me this. Well, when I brought the topic to you, because somebody actually brought it to me.
Okay.
And I can't even remember who I was having the conversation with, but whoever it was asked me about, because in conversations with different people that I have, I may say, well, are there some questions that you have concerning marriages or just relationships or anything? Just let me know, because we want to talk about it,
Mm-hmm.
And so this particular person said to me, what about Cougar-Cub relationships? Cougar-Cub marriages? And if I think of one Cougar-Cub marriage, it's a family member of ours. We're not calling no names.
Oh, Lord.
And it may have been her who mentioned this, but I could be wrong. So again, we're gonna be dropping names like that on here. But it's funny because she's in a Cougar-Cub marriage, and very happy. Praise Jesus,
they happy.
we prayed for her for a long time for her cub. Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily a cub, but for
Just
a good
for a
husband.
man.
And he came in the form of a cub because she's a cougar.
A young stud.
However, there's absolutely nothing wrong with. Okay, so let's back up. So what we mean by Cougar-Cub, for those of you who may be whatever it is, you don't know what that means.
You know what it is.
The cougar is the woman, the older woman who dates or marries a younger man. Okay? And so we're going to talk chop it up a little bit about that tonight. Me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know, older woman, a.k.a. cougar, a.k.a. stallion. No, stallion. That would be a man. Oh, okay, never mind. So, cougar dating or marrying, in this instance, we're talking about married.
An older woman
marrying a younger man. So the cougar would be the woman and the cub would be the younger man. Mm-hmm. All right, so as...
You want to ask me what I feel about it? What I think about
it? Baby, what do you feel about an older woman marrying a younger man?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know how I feel.
You told me to ask you.
Yeah. Well, listen.
You don't know.
So it can do a lot of things. I think it can either be a very, very huge confident booster for a man, or it can be a huge downer
for
a man.
Why? Why a downer?
You know, I'm
a confidence booster to.
You know, my mind. I'm in that psychological stuff. So I'm like, if I'm a young dude and I see an older woman and then we link up and you know it started popping off with the physical and all this other stuff, and then after the physical, what we about to do?
So what you think? You said okay. So you said it could be a huge confidence boost for the man,
young man, because.
But then it could be a downer because they would share nothing else in common.
Yeah, because this
besides
is the thing.
Sex?
This is the thing with a cougar. It's according on what they're looking for, but with a cougar, she don't really need nothing. I mean, if we go hook up and we go do what we do, all I need you is for that because I got my own car, my money, my house, everything. You over my crib, probably more likely. So
okay,
I mean,
but why can't he be a cub with his own house?
He could be
car.
He could
great career.
He
and
could
all
be.
that stuff.
He could.
So you just automatically thinking of it from a perspective.
I'm just being realistic because most of the time that's what it is. We've known of situations of that what it was. That to a point to where the cougar done thought she was gonna get him and put that thing on her because she wanted, and then she wound up getting that thing put on her, and now you got a grown man who's a young boy in your house playing Xbox while you working all day, driving your car. But you can't tell him to get out because he put that thing on you.
But you all the way there, sir.
I'm just saying, all the way it's a lot. And they can go, this could be with anybody.
Right.
This could be with anybody. But it's a very, I believe it's a huge maturity difference when it comes to that. Most cougars, when they got, either they want a boy toy and, or, I mean, they just want a boy toy.
I'm fighting for the Cubs tonight because I feel like there are, of course, the age difference, the maturity and stuff like that, different levels of maturity. However, you just straight went slapped to all she want him for is to be a boy toy, to throw it, lay it on her. And he ain't got no job. He home playing Xbox and all this. I'm just saying.
You know.
Okay, what?
I'm there because I know of situations like this that doesn't happen. Done counsel a couple of folk like this. You know we got a couple of situations that we had this going on. And the one thing that I ask is, first of all, what is we counseling you for? Because you got the little boy in your house. Okay,
y'all, because I'm not playing with Johnny all night.
Saying, you got a little boy in your house blowing your back out. And now you don't know what to do with them because you don't want to let it go.
Well,
Go
what
ahead.
we're actually, I'm glad that you shared your opinion or what you feel about it. But we're actually
I don't
talking
feel
about.
like you like my ass.
Because you were a little negative.
I don't think that's
A
negative.
negative Nelly.
I don't think that's negative. So
Okay,
we're gonna talk
so
about.
listen.
We're gonna talk about. Go ahead.
8 reasons to marry a younger man and drop that cougar stigma.
Okay. So
Okay.
we talk about dropping the cougar stigma.
Right.
It's just a man and a woman.
It's just right.
Meeting, loving each other.
Right.
You brought the cougar in the club, and that's why
we're gonna talk about the reasons. We're gonna talk about why it can be a good thing.
Okay.
So let's focus on the positive of why it can be a good thing.
Let's focus on the positive.
But of course, I always want you to bring in your perspective.
Oh, I am.
Your opinion, you know, and I know you gonna give it to me.
Every time.
Okay, well, good. Okay, so as y'all know, when we start talking about a topic and stuff like that or whatever, we also want to see what is being said about it. Anything that has been written about it or anything like that or whatever, because we like to educate y'all as we educate ourselves, okay? You ready for it, sir?
I'm ready.
Okay, so love isn't just blind, it's ageless. And I'm a romantic.
Yeah.
So I feel like, age ain't nothing but a number, as Aaliyah song says.
When John ain't nothing but a thing. And
No.
Y'all forgive me. All y'all Aaliyah lovers forgive me. I forgot the word.
Yeah, you just messed up that whole song.
All right, go ahead.
So then why is it that men constantly marry women who are 10, 15, 20 years their junior, while the women get called cougars or are told that they're robbing the cradle when they dare to date or settle down with a younger man? So at the end of the day, people gonna say what they want to say all day, every day, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're focusing on, I think, what you just focused on.
What? The sex part?
Well, no, the part about she's established, she has a career, a great career, a job, a great career, a house, a vehicle. She's established. Mm-hmm. And he's just coming, and pretty much all he has to bring to the table is his love wand. from your perspective. So I did. And they can, Jesus. Or joystick or whatever. But there's more to it, Johnny. There's more to it.
Educate me, baby.
So here are 8 reasons why marrying a younger man you love is an absolutely great idea. Because in all actuality, mm-hmm. When I think about it, I just so happened, I fell in love with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, you're older than me by several months, maybe like 6-7 months. Mm-hmm. So in essence, I've never experienced that type of relationship. Okay?
Right.
But as I stated, I like to look at things as the positive because the heart loves who the heart loves. And if it so happens that I'm 50 and he's 29, all I'm saying is, as long as they're 2 consenting adults. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about the reasons why they should get married. That why getting married, the cougar or the older woman should marry the younger man or the cub. You ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I think it's something that you said already. He has endless energy.
Endless energy. Blowing her back out.
Well, that's the endless energy. He blowing her back out. Because younger people, they have stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Endurance, and all that stuff. So,
go ahead. Read what the thing say.
Okay, so it says a younger man will surprise you at 10 p.m. by suggesting you put on heels. Yeah, heels at 10 p.m. and hit up a restaurant and a club. At first, you'll look at him like he's crazy and pull your Snuggie over your head. But then you get flashbacks of a time not so long ago when you didn't leave your house before 11. He helping her bring back her youth.
Mm-hmm.
Those were some good times, and your younger guy is more happy to bring them back.
Mm. So
he all he helping her do is to bring her sexy back.
Bring her sexy
back. Rejuvenate her. Yeah. You don't see that as that?
I see it.
Why? What?
I see it.
Y'all, I'm gonna tell you what he told me when I told him that we was gonna talk about Cougars.
I see it.
And Cubs. He told me, so you trying to get you a Cub? You trying to kick me to the curb and get you a young one? And my comment was, yep, I'm gonna get me a tenderoni. But you my tenderoni, baby. I was talking about you.
And when I say stuff like that, what you tell me, and you'll be around a lot of salt water. You're gonna be around a lot of salt water.
I will not take these threats. All we're doing is talking about an issue that comes up. That not an issue, but some parts of relationships that some people find themselves in. You want to talk about the stereotype
of
right?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, and it's not a person that's under the sound of our voice that has not thought what I thought. You're right. You're absolutely right. It is a stereotype. So yeah, we go ahead and finish doing what you're doing.
Okay. So listen. All right. Pure fun.
Pure fun. This is it. He has endless energy, which means he's more spontaneous. He's energetic. He is the one who don't want to go to sleep early.
Want to do spontaneous things.
Probably because he ain't got no job.
Wow. Because he ain't got no job to go to the next day.
I'm just playing.
You are something else. I'm just playing.
But yeah, he's more energetic. He got ideas of wanting to do things and, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So helps remind of what fun is and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So I get that part. I get that.
You get that part?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the next one. Pure fun. There's a certain kind of fun that is called dumb fun. That can only be had when you're spending time with someone who isn't afraid of embracing his younger self and foolish self.
We ain't got no issue with that.
Well, this is about to play into what you said about him staying home and playing video games, because it said you'll play video games together, attend concerts held in grimy venues, and eat nacho chips out of a bag while listening to music you've never heard before. Life will feel like an adventure. So he'll bring back adventure to her life. Mm.
So let me ask you this. Okay. This all something you wanting that I ain't bringing to you right now?
How, Sway?
Just asking.
As one of my daughters say, how, Sway?
All
sir,
right, go ahead.
We talking about
we just talking about this is a question the mob star asked
right,
about. So
right.
So whoever the mob star that asked about this, I apologize. I'm not trying to be negative.
You don't. You're being negative.
I am being real. A lot of people think like this, but I'm gonna give my take on the end.
Okay. Okay. So, all right. So that was number 2. So number 3, less baggage. Think about it.
That is true.
Think about it.
That is true.
Okay.
If the younger they are, they ain't got a lot of time to go around and do a lot of stuff. So
they ain't bogged down with 3 ex-wives,
no
50,000 kids.
In 2020, how young you gotta get?
Anyway,
I'm gonna stop.
Less baggage. Life experience transforms people from blank slates into canvases rich with color, shadows, and highlights. It also creates baggage. With a younger partner, you're less likely to inherit the past pain of several failed relationships. See, I just said it right there.
Yeah.
Or the complications that come with being in love with someone who has children and a not so nice ex-wife. They ain't got all that baggage coming with them.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I can say. There's less baggage. That is real.
You agree with that?
Yeah, that is real. That is a real thing.
Okay. So I don't have to fight you on that one.
No, you ain't gonna fight
me. Okay. So, all right, the next one. Mm-hmm. Your success may matter more. There's a fairly good chance, depending on how many years apart you are in age, that you will be...
Just saying. Listen, go ahead, read it.
Listen.
Read it.
That you'll be the breadwinner in your relationship, at least until he catches up. This can be thrilling for many women who feel successful and powerful in their marriage, and enjoy the opportunity they have to serve as a mentor and role model to their spouse. Again, this is playing on that factor that you talked about where she might feel good to be able to do this for her cub.
You're right.
While he home playing video games. She might feel good being able to provide and do for her. Because guess what? She may have the great career. She may have the great job. I keep saying job. She may have the great career. She may have the great home. She may have the great car, but is just missing fun, action, spontaneity, all that good stuff, good joystick, all that good stuff. She may be missing all that. Right. And he brings that to her life. And so she decides she's going to marry him.
A whole marry, huh?
A whole marry. You never know. Okay. So 5.
You know I got something to say. Go ahead.
I know you do.
Go ahead.
Your experience is sexy to him. Okay? So maybe you've traveled extensively before you met. You read a lot of books, raised a child on your own, or closed on your house before you were 28. In some men's eyes, your life experiences are baggage, but in the minds of a lot of younger men, your experiences set you apart from women his age and make you incredibly interesting and sexy. Can you see that to be true? I can see that to be true.
That can be true.
That is, I think that is true. I think that's some of the thrill of, you know, a younger man being with an older woman who is established, who has raised a child or children. And he finds that very exhilarating to know that she is experienced in life like that. Remember, we're not talking about just dating them. We're talking about marriage. You got nothing?
So I'm just going to say this part on this.
Okay.
Sometimes when you've gone through past life stuff as a child, whether you the woman or the man, and you growing up, if you don't deal with certain things, if certain things done happen to you where you got traumatized and you don't deal with certain things, sometimes you can see something as one thing, but it's actually something else. So I could be a young dude who like to play video games, and you're an older woman, and you allow me to do that because that's fun to you at the time. That's fun. That's a fantasy. We doing this. We kicking it. We doing all this stuff. He make me have fun. We got up 1 o'clock in the morning, girl, went out to the water, this, that, and the other. But then when the real life stuff hit in, I got to pay these bills. We got to do this. The grass need to be cut, but you inside playing a video game. How much you love me now?
Well, who's to say he's not cutting the grass before he plays?
You right. That's me being negative again? That's me being a negative.
Negative Ned.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not playing with you, Johnny.
I'm just saying some stuff. I'm gonna come at the end.
I know you are, and I know you're coming.
But I got to be real with this because this is real life stuff.
I know, absolutely.
All right, come on.
Sexual endurance and experimentation. Do we even have to add this one? Is what it says.
Busting her back out.
The same boundless energy that drives younger men to stay up all night translates like a dream to the bedroom. Expect a younger partner to be willing to go to great lengths to please you and to last a long time.
Last a long time.
Boop, boop, may last a long time. Yep. And that's another example of him beating her back out.
That's it.
It's just another example of it. Remember, these are great reasons for a cougar to marry a cub.
According to health and wellness, love and sex. Next, and let me go ahead.
Go ahead.
Huh? Go ahead.
You sure? You saving it all for me?
I'm gonna give it to you.
I know you are. But listen, okay, so this is number 7. They remind you to slow down. Younger men aren't always looking 30 years into the future. They're thinking about this weekend. While your younger spouse will benefit from your advice about why it isn't always good to live for the moment, you should also get on him pronto about contributing to his 401k. Think about the comfort you'll derive from being with a person who can teach you how to live in the moment and really appreciate the way that sip of wine tastes instead of thinking about calories in the gym time you will have to put in tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So with that, is that what you were saying as far as living in the now and when these other things come up in the future?
I am going to say this, and this is a true statement. I've been playing and kidding, but this is something that I'm being very, very real about right now. If you're with a man and he's 30 and he does not have a vision, I'm just saying.
People perish for the lack of.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
If he's 30, we dream when we're kids.
Right.
And then because of life and environment and certain things that happen, we get away from our dreams. But I'm a man. Dreams, visions have always been a part of my life. Things have happened the way I got away from them, but they never went away.
Right.
So I've always had dreams and visions. To be with the right person to help bring that type stuff out, it wasn't, I didn't know you were the right person in the beginning, but we grew to be a great fit.
Right.
So now you help bring that stuff out. I can have a vision and you ready to catapult me off. But if I'm 30, I'm 30. You 54. What you think about? You think about paying the rent when?
But he could
6 months in advance. Girl, don't worry about that. Let's go to the Bahamas. We gonna go chill. I know Rona out, but you got you got access to a private jet. Let's do this. Let's just live this day. What if tomorrow ain't here? What if tomorrow ain't promised?
8 reasons to marry a younger man and drop the cougar stigma. Because like I said, let me read the last one.
Go ahead.
And then I'll say what I was
going to say.
Go ahead. Okay, they're more optimistic. Younger folks in general are more apt to still believe that people can change and goals can be attained.
Yeah.
At some point, we lose a bit of that hopefulness. And a great many of us are a lot less happy because of it. If you bring a few slices of pragmatism to the table and he brings a few slices of optimism, you'll create a delicious cake.
Now,
because I think the thing about it that you are putting on it, and I get your spin on it, but my thing is, what if this 30-year-old or however year old he is coming to the table with more than you're giving him credit for?
You're right.
That's what my thought process is behind this.
So here's my thing. Number 8, I do believe that because if a person is younger, they haven't lived life for that long, so they haven't been exposed to a lot of stuff. So they still believe in stuff, especially if they come from a pretty good background. They still believe, they still think stuff can happen. Their synergy is a lot more, powerful, and so it can spread and you can get up under that and you can move on it. I believe that. They remind you to slow down. I'll come back to that. Sexual endurance, I already talked about that. Your experience is sexy to him. Sexy or
what? Money tree?
No, sexy. I'm trying to think of the word I'm trying to think of. Is it sexy to me or is it convenient? And you making me comfortable. You making me comfortable.
But what if she wants to make him comfortable?
That's a different thing.
You know what I'm saying?
To each his own.
Right.
It's a different thing. Your success may matter more. Now, the only way I'll put a spin on this is if I'm with you and you're older and your success matters more, it's going to motivate me to a place that I want to be successful as well. So I'm going to have a type of edge, a type of fight that want to be in a position to where you're supporting me. Remember how when we went into the nonprofit full time and we were in the schools and we were mentoring the kids and you told me, you said, baby, do your thing. Y'all handle y'all business. And how long we did that for?
Was it 2 years?
We did it for 2 years.
I want to say it was 2 years.
So first year, I know for a fact, no money. We were just out there. We was doing it. We was looking for grants. We was looking for money. Second year, we began to branch out and do contracts. But here's the thing. You were making the money. I wasn't.
Right.
So my whole thing was I didn't feel like I wasn't doing nothing. I was doing something, and you supported me.
Right.
So it was completely different. So I was on something. I was doing something. We wanted to make kids' lives better. We wanted to mentor. We wanted to get out there in the community, do stuff. So we was doing it. And, you know, me and my partner and our wives supported us in that. And y'all made the money. So it was completely different.
Right.
Now, that part I can do. If you're a young man and you're doing that and you handle your business and you're trying to make a difference in the world and all that good stuff. If you're a man who went to college, you getting your master's and you trying to get a career and you got to get that thing going and you trying to get the momentum, I got you. If you're a man, you sitting home and you trying to think of what you're trying to do and you 30 and you playing the game.
But you automatically going right back to that. That she the Cougar and he the Cub.
Because that's a real thing.
Because that's what typically.
I ain't gonna even say typically happens. Because we don't know that it typically. We don't know a lot of couples like that.
Right.
So in a couple of couples that we know, we can literally say it's a 50-50. We know couples that are Cougars and Cubs and they good, and then we know couples who Cougars and Cubs and man.
Well, I don't know any. That's.
You know, I'll bring them to your remembrance.
Well, okay. Well, you bring it to my remembrance. Because like I said, the one that I do, they're doing quite well. So
here's my take on the whole Cougars and Cubs thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't believe in it. Mm-hmm. I believe if you work hard enough in a relationship and you do stuff intentionally, that it can work, no matter what age you are.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you have to love and care about one another that much to go the extra mile to make sure you guys are okay together and you are okay by yourself, which means you got to be clear. You got to have some kind of plan put together. You have to have vision. You got to support each other. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I supported Deirdra when I knew certain things wasn't going to work, but I supported her because I needed her to keep trying. She supported me when she saw me drive straight off the cliff. But she supported me because she needed me to continue to fight, go for after stuff. Mm-hmm. She needed me to continue to try. So it's certain things that we learned about each other that we knew that a rhythm, had to become. The age doesn't mean anything. It's the maturity level. We know people who are the same age, who 50. And
he acts like he's 12.
I'm just saying. So it has nothing to me. I don't believe age has nothing to do with it until you get into that little boy stage, that 12-year-old, and you 40. Stop that. You don't stop it. Just stop it. But when you get into the legal age, I don't believe that it matters. I believe if you have the same drive, the same rhythm, you love each other, and you find your rhythm and y'all intentionally work at it, I believe it can work.
Yeah.
I believe it can work. But what I'm saying is, just like I said, I know couples who the same age and the dude home chilling and the wife out working. Same age, 50. Then I know couples who the wife 50 and the boy, she got 22, stamina, good time, all the time, fun, all that. Every weekend she out on rivers. I know that what you doing. But then you mad because when you come home, he sleep on the couch in his drawers. You come home, he got a homeboy.
So you got to put a whole visual with it?
I'm just saying, it's real.
Well,
it's real. You mad because in your mind, a woman in her mind, she thinking one thing, I'm ready to move, I want to do better, we want to get a house, want to do this stuff. And he like, what's wrong with where we at?
Are you talking about the 50-year-old couple?
I'm just saying it can be both of them. At the end of the day, to make a marriage work, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes.
And you're absolutely right.
Period.
You're absolutely
right.
right.
Both parties. It's not a 50-50
whether
thing.
They're 50 and 30 or whether they're 50 and 50.
It's never a 50-50. It's always 100 on 100.
No, I'm talking about ages.
No, I know you're talking about ages, but I'm talking about the effort that you put in.
Right.
A lot of people say it's 50-50. We don't believe in that. It's 100 and it's 100. Because sometimes I might be trying to put 100 and I might not be nothing but 80 or 70%. Hell, I might not be nothing but 30% at one point in time. And if Deirdra coming with 100, then we never fail, and vice versa. So I don't bring to the table a 50% of Johnnie. I'm bringing 100 every single time I can come to that. I'm bringing that to the table.
You said every time you can.
Every single time.
You can.
Every single time. That's what I'm doing. So I ain't dealing with you right now.
You started it.
So it's not the age, it's the mentality. It's the mindset.
It's the maturity, because
it's the maturity.
Age does not always equal maturity.
It's the plan. What we putting in place. How we doing this. The goals. What's our 3-month goal? What's our 6-month goal? It's these things. But if you don't know what you want in a man, and you don't know that, and then you just get old boy who busting your back out, and he do that well, but don't do nothing else, don't expect him to do nothing else. That's what he gonna do.
And you're absolutely right. Well, think about this, because I know we're talking about the reasons why you should, a cougar or an older woman should marry a younger man or a cub. What do you think about when that, with that situation, what comes about when the fact that she is a cougar, older woman, has had probably raised a kid or kids, established in her career, you know what I'm saying, got the home, got the car, and everything like that, and then they do end up getting married, getting together, getting married, and I think a lot of things that we may see may show that there's a issue when it comes up to him wanting children. That's
definitely an issue. That's a whole show by itself.
Yeah, him wanting children.
Not only that, what if the cougar has kids? Their kids are grown and they left, but then the dude you dating 3 years older than your oldest baby.
You sickening.
I'm just saying.
First of all, how did we get here?
First of all, most people, they ain't finna even introduce this to my child because they gonna be tripping.
But if they meet, you know, and their oldest child may be 25, and they're
cool with it.
They cub might be 28.
Uh-huh.
You know, a couple years older than their child. But if they truly want to be with them and they truly love them, they'll fight through it.
All I'm gonna say is your daughter better not be bad.
Because
if your daughter,
know what? You're out of control.
I'm just being real. Why can't I be real in
How
this?
did we get to this?
Your daughter bad. Your daughter bad.
Because if your daughter bad, he gonna be looking at the daughter versus the mama.
If your daughter who she is, and then she start looking at old boy and be like, oh, he got like an 8-pack, a 12-pack. He real nice. His body nice.
No, he not with an 8-pack or a 12-pack, a 6-pack.
No, but you know some of them boys, they work out all day. They have 6-pack up to their neck.
I can't deal with you.
They on that different stuff.
I can't deal with you.
This is what I'm saying. I'm saying all that stuff in fun, but it's real life stuff. Some of this stuff can be fantasy.
Yeah.
And you can get involved in a fantasy and try to turn it into a reality. And then the fantasy residue is all over it. So when stuff happens, you know, that's a lot you bring it to the table.
Yeah.
That's a lot you bring it to the table. So if you're a cougar and you meet a young man and y'all dating and y'all do, I do not believe if you're a cougar that you should treat a younger man any different than you treat a dude your age, which means you got a standard for these dudes your age. They can't come to you crazy. They can't handle you crazy. They got to come pick you up. They can't come to your house.
Yeah.
All this stuff. The same thing need to happen with this cougar.
And that's all
That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's all I'm saying.
If you handle the situation the same, then you will find out if the dude is who he needs to be for you.
Right.
He'll come and court you. He'll come and pick you up. He'll come and get, even if he working at McDonald's, he got you. He going to take you to, you know, wherever he going, Red Lobster or whatever. He going to handle his business. He going to do what he do. It was a little shade. He going to do what he do, but he putting forth the effort. He handling his business. And y'all know what I'm trying to say. All I'm saying is don't let your standards drop because he coming and blowing your back out. That's a plus. If you ain't having that, if it's not happening, I get that part. But that cannot be the only reason. Because you fall in love with what my wife called the love, what you call it? The love rod, whatever she said, the magic stick. You fall in love with the magic stick, and then now the magic got you hypnotized, and now you got this grown behind man in your house sleeping on your couch. That's all I'm saying.
It's something wrong with you.
And when you come home from work, he got 14 boys over there, and all them, they playing Xbox and PlayStation Live. They doing their thing. I'm being real. It's people in these situations for real. And they literally saying, I want him to leave me alone, but it's hard. I don't know how to do it. There's people that's doing this
You're
for real.
Out of control.
I promise you. Control. I promise you. All this is real situation. And I know, baby, you in a positive. It can happen.
They can fall in love.
They can fall in love. It can be real.
Do business together and follow their dreams and stuff like that.
It absolutely can happen like that. Absolutely. I have no doubt in my mind that it can happen like that.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, because
I get your perspective.
Because
too, babe.
You quote unquote call yourself a cougar, or whoever calling you a cougar, you still got to handle yourself like a lady with class. The same standards you got for old boy in your age range, the same standards you have for anybody. They got to come correct. That's it. If that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now, if you ain't looking for that, if you looking for what you're looking for, then do what you do or whatever the case is, and then expect whatever happen.
I get you.
I get you. Make good choices. That's all I'm saying. And I get what you're saying, and I know you're bringing a positive to it, but in my mind, that's all this stuff is happening. And there's people like
that it was based on sex and fun.
There's people who are married, who the woman is older and the man is younger, and they have a wonderful relationship. Mm-hmm. There are men and women who are married that the man is older and the woman is younger, and they have a wonderful relationship.
Yeah.
So it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. I'm not saying that it can.
But you also throw in those realistic points in there.
Yeah, because it's
of what it could turn into
people,
or what it could be.
Let me tell you something. It's older men and older women in relationships right now who want out because they know it's like these jokers won't do, they get no job. They eat me out of house and home. Joker got my car, he ain't put no gas, all this stuff. But then he just come in there and do what he do. And the next thing you know, you just looking at yourself in the mirror like, I got to get rid of, I don't know how I'm going to get rid of him.
Well, and the truth is that can happen with a cub, a younger man, or like you say, with a man that's the same age as you.
Yeah. Yeah, but more like the maturity level, sometimes the maturity level is on a different standard. So, and an older man, he's lived through a little bit of stuff. So it may be a little different. Now, don't get me wrong. You can meet an older joker and he like a 28-year-old.
Foolishness. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And the crazy thing is you got the older dudes who got stamina and all that. They know how to do all that. So it ain't really making no difference. But it's according, women, is what you looking for in a man. You got to know what type of man you want. You can't change nobody. You got to look for a man who's about who you want them to be or close to it, but they got to have that drive to want more, to do more, to move heaven and earth for you. They got to have that part. If they don't have that part, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That ain't, I mean, you just can't be that dude. You just can't.
I think they understand.
Yeah, you just can't. It can't work. So
settle.
Don't, please understand me. I'm not bashing the Cougar and the Cub thing at all. I'm not, because it can work. It can work. That mindset got to be right though. That mind and I think it all starts with a woman's standards. You know what type of man you want. Either you want a man for the future or you want a man for tonight.
Well, some of them done been with men their age and done been through so much stuff that they're willing to deal with a man for the night.
All I'm saying
for a few
is,
years.
all I'm saying is,
And marry them and take care of them.
when you make them decisions,
You got to live with
stuff
them.
come with it. That's all I'm
Well,
telling
you're
you.
absolutely right.
That's all I'm telling you. So you better make good decisions. That's what me and my wife say that every day. Make good decisions. We tell our daughters make good decisions. And what that means is we make decisions that's based on, that's planting seeds for our future, that's going to have a great outcome, that's going to manifest something perfect, great, whatever the case is. And if it doesn't, we learn from it.
Yeah.
But my decisions are always based on, I'm always thinking about how it's going to affect my wife, how it's going to affect the kids, the grandkids, my parents. I'm always thinking about, that's my life. That's my life. If nobody don't have control over me, it's nothing like that, but that's my life. I chose to be married. I want my marriage to last. I want to continue to be married to my wife. This is my life. I walk this, I breathe this. This is what I do.
So I'm 48. We're 48 together because I just turned 48.
Yeah.
So you trying to act like you 30 tonight so I can be the cougar?
Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right here.
Do I want it? Do I want what you're about to say? Never mind. Don't answer.
I'm gonna do this right here.
Never mind.
The late great.
The late great who?
Bernie Mac said.
This ain't nobody. This ain't not. Nope. No, especially not Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac said.
Especially not Bernie Mac.
Heavyweight bout. It's like a heavyweight bout. 3 minutes. When you get in the ring, you gonna know you been in the ring with a heavyweight dude. I'm gonna bring it. You gonna get all that.
Y'all, we about to go
3 minutes.
Because he is absolutely crazy. I don't know why I asked you so many questions I asked you.
Heavyweight bout.
So in essence, what we're saying is,
you can get knocked out in 3 minutes.
I'm all for the.
You can get knocked smooth out in 3 minutes. I'm telling you. You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
So what we're saying is, y'all, because he playing.
She over here giggling.
Y'all, he playing. I'm tired and all this stuff.
You over here giggling.
And he over here playing, talking about some heavyweight bout and stuff like that.
Heavyweight bout, 3 minutes, and I'm gonna knock you out. What's your favorite saying? You gonna go night-night? You gonna go night-night?
He's sleepy, y'all.
You go night-night?
You're crazy. You are really, truly crazy. I got to be careful about what I ask you about. With these questions that I pose to you, I got to be careful about it. Y'all, we just came over here to talk about what we talk about.
Got her. She can't even know what she wants to say no more. She don't even know what she wants to say no more.
We always look for interesting topics to talk about and stuff like that. And so, like I said, you know, a listener that I was talking to asked the questions. Cougars and Cubs. Can it work? Will it work? Like I said, we know somebody very well who it is working for them very, very well. And so I try to see the light in everything. And so that's why I said that, let's talk about, Cougars and Cubs and getting married and, having families and all that stuff. So I'm always thinking about it from a perspective of, I know that sometimes the stigma is that the Cub ain't doing nothing with itself. Yeah. And, it's home and chilling. But there's some Cubs out there handling and stuff like that. Absolutely. Especially now. Yeah. With millennials and having businesses and, you know what I'm saying? And out here like changing the game. Absolutely. On things or whatever. So I think that was the perspective that I was thinking about it from. Okay. So, but as with any relationship, whether it's a Cougar-Cub relationship, marriage, or y'all same age marriage, or your husband is older than the wife, like Johnny was saying, just make good decisions. Make sure that you're working together and working toward a common goal and visions and goals and dreams and stuff like that or whatever. And, just making a difference. Yeah. Walking and living and being in purpose. And that's at the end of the day, period. As my daughter said, period, Pooh.
Remember, one of the things, the vision I always like to give y'all is one of the things once we have our marriage conference, y'all, this is one of the things we're gonna do. That three-legged race thing, just think about that. Making a decision that when you tied to your spouse, y'all three-legged, not running, but just walking through life, you got to have the same rhythm, You got to be able to make decisions. Sometimes I have to let her lead because I'm not focused. I'm tired, whatever the case is. Most of the time she let me lead. Sometimes the decision she make is better than what I'm going to make. It's just different things. You got to be in the moment. You got to know, you got to have, but the rhythm is everything.
Yeah.
The rhythm is everything. You have to want. I bring the bass. I'm the bass. I'm the bottom. I bring the bass. I keep the tone. I keep all that. But a song is just a song. It becomes more when you add beautiful lyrics to it. And that's what my wife is. She are the words. She are the lyrics. She bring a whole different, deeper meaning to everything that I do. So we create the perfect song for each other.
My Lord. I think
We create the
perfect
perfect
treats tonight.
We create a perfect song. So, and the song, and this is the thing. The song isn't the same song all the time. It's different. So if I decide to change and go to a different genre, she right there with me. If she decide to change and start singing a lyric and there ain't no beat to it, I bring a beat that's gonna fit her lyrics. Period.
Yeah.
That's the life we live. But that's a decision we made.
Like
that's a decision we made. So, no, moving forward, even with the Cougars and the Cubs,
that was Bobby
that
Brown.
has to be.
I messed it up.
That has to be a part of what you want to do, man. You can't be out here, and that's with anybody.
Yep.
But that has to be a part of what you want to do. You have to want to be able to walk, do the three-legged thing for life with your partner, whether y'all leg tied together or not. Nah, I'm gonna stop on that.
Well, amen. Did you hear me just sing the Bobby Brown?
I heard we fit together like a hand in a glove,
the
baby.
moment when we make love, I really love
You just want to sing that part?
I did.
Listen, y'all.
Shout out to Bobby Brown.
We are gonna
really
shout out
my
Bobby
girl.
Brown. That's our
anthem.
Bobby.
Yeah, when we first started dating.
Them lyrics and them words right there, you was hitting on everything. They still mean everything to this day.
When he was trying to finesse me out of my clothing,
he
would play "I Really Love My Girl" by Bobby Brown,
and she act like she was gonna do something and then shut the shop down.
And there you have it. Thank y'all so much, because he always got to just go left.
Listen,
got
y'all,
to go left. We thank
we
y'all for
appreciate
listening.
y'all for listening. Thank you for your support. Continue to go subscribe to YouTube, to Spotify, iHeart Radio, Instagram, Facebook.
We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook at Moments with the Mobleys. Twitter, Mobley Moments is our handle. The website is momentswiththemobleys.com. Email momentswiththemobleys@gmail.com. I think that's it. You getting better, y'all, because he be messing up all the time.
I do. My team is an elite team. And I ain't saying I ain't elite. But every now and then
we had to write it down for him. We had to write it down for him.
Step back. These jokers be working, boy. You put a vision out there, they grab it and then run a touchdown and be waiting at the end zone for me.
Y'all stay connected.
Please do. Continue
Keep
to listen,
listening.
y'all.
Keep sharing. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Go buy the merch. Go buy the merch. Go buy the merch. You ready? It's time to go, babe. I'm hungry.
All right, y'all. This has been Pillow Talk, Moments with the Mobleys. I am Johnnie Mobley Jr.
And I'm his song, his beautiful lyric, y'all. He go some practice. So, I'm Deirdra.
And we something like an ordinary couple.
With extraordinary purpose.
Peace out, y'all. Have a great night.
Night, night.